Hey friends, welcome to the homestead. Sometimes it is a challenge to keep your coop clean and smelling fresh. Today we're going to talk about some strategies to keep that odor and that stink down in your coops. And then something that's going to help you if you're away or don't have the time to really clean it out all the time. Let's get into it. So like I said, I've got two different coops. This one, which is freestanding, and they are kind of free-ranged in this electric fence over here. And then this one that we built years ago that is in the back of the stable portion of our barn. This one has a slight odor challenge, and I'm going to talk about why that is. But I just got this and dropped one of these packets in there, which is supposed to last for weeks and weeks, and I cannot believe it, but it's still smelling amazing. I'm going to talk about what this is and the unique properties of it in a few minutes, but let's get to the coop. So there are two different schools of thought on how to treat the flooring in your chicken coop. One is to keep it clean all of the time, and that's a lot of work, but it works for us in our main chicken coop. And two is to do what's called the deep litter method, which is what we use in this chicken coop. Deep litter method just means essentially composting the chicken manure inside of the chicken coop by layering the manure with some wood product, i.e. sawdust or pine shavings. Let me show you inside of this one. It's only 4 o'clock in the afternoon and these guys already want to go up on the roosting bar. So this is going to be a bit of a challenge. Look, everybody's inside. So down here on the ground, which is where most of the manure goes, right under the roosting bars, I've got a mix of straw and pine shaving. And I don't know if you can see that on camera because of the red light for heat that I still have in here, but that is about 6 inches deep. I'll leave them alone for now. They go to bed a little bit earlier because we are in a darker space here. They do have an outdoor run. They can go through and outside, but they choose to spend a decent amount of time inside. So the deep litter method is working well to help control odors. But if I don't get to it often enough and layer in the wood shavings or the sawdust, then it can start to get that ammonia smell to it. And one thing that's unique with this coop being inside, I do have some ventilation up at the top, but there's just not enough air movement inside of the stable to get air moving through the coop, which is really important. Ventilation is very, very important to keeping the odor down. And the way I designed this one in here, it just does not get enough ventilation. So even if that deep litter method is working well, the ventilation is the issue with this one. So that's where this is starting to help. One of the other issues with this coop is it is small, and I need to move some of these chickens out from this one and into the other one. Because if you have too many chickens in a coop, even though you have enough roosting space for everybody, then that manure can start to accumulate at a much quicker pace, meaning more smell if you cannot get to it. Now, one thing this main coop has that's good is good ventilation. I've got ventilation in the doors here underneath, but we've got ventilation up high and low, and that is bringing the air through the entire coop. The mistake I made on building the other one is it's just high ventilation. There's nothing low bringing air up and circulating through the coop. So if I don't stay on top of that one, it gets pretty stinky. What are you doing? You want to go to bed too? All right, get up there. Now this one in here, we don't do the deep litter method. We just do a dry floor. And the key to that is dry. It's very, very important to keep your coops dry because any moisture that gets into this manure is really going to make that stink even worse. Now I am really surprised. I spread that Coop Refresher in here and it still smells like thyme, rosemary. It's got all these essential oils in it. So it smells fantastic in here. That's a weird thing to say about a chicken coop, but it does. Now I've used PDZ before and that does not have a smell to it. It's supposed to reduce smell by drying things out. And it works pretty good, but it takes a little bit to dry things out. This Coop Refresher kind of masks everything. And the really weird, unique thing about it is it's got a hydrophobic coating on it, a biohydrophobic coating on the granules. Somehow that lets the smell out, but it keeps it from getting wet when the chickens are pooping on it. So you get that wet, fresh manure that falls on top of it. It actually doesn't deactivate it, which is really nice because it is going to last. This stuff is safe, non-toxic, it's all natural ingredients, and made in the USA. Of course, there's one more strategy and thing you need to know about keeping the odor down in your coop, and that is keeping things dry. My coops do a good job of that. If there's any water, if it's got really open sides without any overhang and water is getting in and mixing with the manure, you're gonna have a serious odor problem. And that sometimes happens outside if you don't have a run big enough for your chickens. They will scratch it up so badly that it will just be bare dirt. And they are going to be going to the bathroom on it all the time. So when the rains come, the smell comes. Controlling odor outside is a completely different thing. Just make sure you have a big enough run for them. There's absolutely zero smell out here. Now this Coop Refresher is made by a company called GrubTerra. I've been a partner with GrubTerra for a very long time. I think over 7 years. We always use their black soldier fly larvae as treats for our chickens because if you didn't know, black soldier fly larvae are very high in calcium. They have the highest calcium content out of any of the insect snacks that you can give your chickens. We all know that having a lot of calcium in the diet for the chickens is important for egg production. This company does a lot with reducing grocery store waste because that's what they use to grow their soldier fly larvae. So I know they have the best of intentions to make a quality product here in the USA. And I'm really surprised with this so far. I was standing 20 feet away from that other coop and all I could smell was rosemary and thyme. If you are interested in either of these, they are linked in the description below the video and we have a coupon code for them. So go check those out. Okay, let's go over those ways to keep your coop smelling good. 1 is good ventilation. 2 is keeping it dry. 3 is not crowding your chicken house. 4, if you are going to use the deep litter method, you need to layer it properly with the proper materials. Sawdust or pine shavings work the best. Another one is don't let your food get moldy. But if you have a dry coop, that's not going to be an issue. Your food is going to stay dry. Because besides the chicken manure, moldy food can really stink in your coop. And last but not least, if you are really pressed for time, you've got a million jobs on your property, or you've got a lot of work to do at work, and you just can't clean out the coop as often as you would like, then you can use something like this to keep it smelling great. But I would recommend using this alongside sawdust and adding sawdust to your coop. Throw a couple of scoops full of sawdust, throw this in there as well, and that's going to help create that good deep litter mix for you. Okay, I hope that information was helpful for you. Now go check out this video right here, which talks about when you should take your chickens out of your brooder and move them to your coop. Have a beautiful, blessed day. We'll see you next time. Bye.